Hey guys, my name is Sinjay, and today I'm going to show you how to build a 3x3 piston door for Minecraft Java 1.16.5. And this is our 3x3 piston door here, guys. Let me close it for you. You can see it working. As you can see, it does that. So the middle block, I have a light block. You can make that glass block. You can have it just a normal block. You can do whatever you want. But that middle block will always be in that position there. And if you actually open it again, you can see the middle block actually gets retracted back into the floor. And if we close it again, it always pushes the middle block back to the same location. This is very easy to build. It's a very easy design, and it's always activated on this note block here. And you can activate a redstone line coming in from this side or a redstone line coming in from this side. And if you do like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And a list of the materials for this build will be down in the description of the video. Anyway guys, let's get on and build this door. Right guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to build this little lower part of the door first. So what you want to do is you want to grab your note block. We'll place a note block down. We'll take our observers. We'll place one observer pointing that way, one observer pointing that way, as you can see. Then we'll take a dropper. We'll have the dropper facing upwards. And then we'll take a hopper and we'll place a hopper into that dropper. Okay, we'll finish off this little bit at the bottom, which is going to be our double piston extension for this part of the door. So if we take a comparator and you want to bring a comparator out of this hopper, as you can see, then what you're going to want to do is you want to take your sticky pistons. We'll come up on this observer right here, which is next to the comparator. You're going to place one sticky piston and then another sticky piston above. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place an observer off this note block like that, so the observer's looking into the note block, and then we'll place one of our building blocks, which I'm using wool for this, just next to that sticky piston, which is on top of the observer. Next thing we need to do is we need to place an observer looking into this comparator, and we need to place an observer looking into this hopper, just like so. Last thing we'll do is we'll go into the actual dropper and we'll place any sort of non-stackable element. For this I'm going to use a wooden hoe, and this is what's going to give us the power for our double piston extension. Next what we'll do is we'll finish off building this side of the door. So if you take your observer, you place the observer looking into the hopper like so. Then we'll take our building block, we'll place it coming off the back of the observer like that. Then we'll grab our regular piston and we'll regular piston looking up. Then what I would do here is we'll take a sticky piston and place the sticky piston on top of this observer, pointing this direction. Then what we'll do is we'll take our building blocks, or whatever building blocks you're using for the door. I'll be using white concrete, so I'm going to stick with that. We'll place 1 on this observer here, and then we'll place 3 on the top of this sticky piston, like so. Then what we'll do is we'll take a temporary block, we'll place it on top of this piston, and then we'll place an observer looking into that temporary block, then remove that temporary block, and that'll trigger, but that's okay. Then what you'll do is place your building block on top of the observer, and then place a redstone dust like so. Then last but not least, all we need to do is place sticky pistons on adjacent to these 3 blocks. So we'll place 1 just like that, so like so. We'll place 1 like that, and we'll place 1 like that, and that's what's going to be able to close that side of the door. Next we'll move on to this side of the door, and what you want to do here is if you grab your building block and we'll place 2 blocks just off that observer like so. Then we'll take our repeaters and place 2 repeaters on top of these blocks like so. Then what we'll do is I would grab the block you're going to use for the middle of the door. I'm going to use a sea lantern because I like having the light in the middle of the door. We'll place that on top of the sticky piston here, and we'll place 2 building blocks for our door. So whatever door blocks you're using, just off like so. Then what we'll come to the end, we'll place a temporary block, then we'll place a building block that you're using, as I'm using the blue wool. We'll remove the temporary block, and on top of that we'll place a normal piston like so. Last but not least, we'll take an observer, so we've come across here on top, crouch, and we'll place an observer looking into this repeater like that. Then what we'll do next is we'll actually build the rest of the door up. So if you just take your door building blocks and you go 1, 2, and 3 like so, and then what we'll do is we'll actually build the rest of the door. So we'll place a temporary block on top of this piston, we'll place an observer looking into that temporary block, then we'll remove that temporary block, then we'll take sticky pistons and we'll run them just simply up the side of the door like so. Last but not least, we'll place a building block on top, and then we'll place a redstone dust on top. Next we'll need to do the top of the door. And the top of the door is fairly simple, so we take your building blocks, you place 1 on top of this sticky piston, 1 on top of this door block, then take your door blocks and run a row of 3 like so, then take another building block like so, then place a temporary block here and a temporary block just off this temporary block, then grab your sticky piston, come underneath and place it pointing down into your door block, then remove both of those temporary blocks. Then last but not least, all we need to do is place 2 redstone dust like so, and that is our door built. So if we pop on down to the bottom here, well, let's place a redstone dust off the note block, and we'll place a lever, and then we can actually test our door, and there you go, that's it closing, and that's it opening, and that is our door built, guys. And that, guys, is how to build a 3x3 piston door for Minecraft Java 1.16.5. If you have liked the video, by all means, leave a like down below. And if you are new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. That'd be really cool of you. It really helps me and really helps the channel. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today, and I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial. Bye, guys!